Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're gonna do another talking video. Let me know if you're enjoying these. I personally enjoy making them a lot more than like Guild War videos and gameplay videos because I like talking about like what's going on. So what is going on right now? This is a community-driven survey. Obviously, now is a pretty contentious isn't the right word, but it's a pretty hop-in time for Epic 7 because of the World Championship. So I think something like this is really cool. So this was posted by Duke Josh E7. Some of you may remember me from last time. This is our 4th or 5th community-driven survey. There were 4,600 responses last time. I'd like to gather more this time. SG knows the survey is coming, so let's tell them what we think. Feel free to send the link to your friends, people in Discord. More responses better. Last time we saw a fantastic 70% or more of the things added or changed in some shape or form. While I can't say that this is all because of the survey, I've been told the survey definitely helps. These questions were pulled from the E7 suggestion Discord streams, Reddit, and other Discords. If something you want isn't pulled here, I apologize. The survey is long and I try to hit all the fastest. Make sure to utilize an open-ended portions if your concerns or wants aren't listed. So I'm not doing this because of wanting people to do the same things as me. So I really recommend you, if you do fill this out, to fill out your own answers. Fill it out first and then watch this. Because I want genuine responses to be on this. Nothing tailored by what I say, if that makes sense. I want to keep it a community driven and not like a content creator driven, if that makes sense. So let's just get this going here. So I am 4 to 5 years player. I've been playing since day one. I started day one. Very first day on stream I was doing it. So I'm gonna put I don't participate in RTA here because I am master or whatever it is to get the skin, but I don't like doing it and I only do it for the skin. So I'm gonna put I don't participate in RTA because I think that says more. Use Smilegate. My glasses are dirty. I think it says more to Smilegate than if I was to put master, right? And I could climb higher than master too. So that's just kind of where it's at. So we've got more here. How do you feel about the Molagora cost? Too high, for sure. I don't think 4-star units should take Molagora at this point. Or if they do, I think they should take a fraction of what they take. What 5 stars take. I think Molagoras are so limiting on units, especially like 4 stars that aren't as good as 5 stars for the most part. It means people like Silk, people like I'm trying to think of even like Crimson Armin, people like any 4-star is harder to use because it essentially makes your accounts worse by upgrading it. Which is unfortunate. Like, for example, I absolutely love... God, I'm trying to think of an example here of a 4-star unit that I absolutely... Kawana. I absolutely love Kawana. I love both Kawanas, both ML and Red Kawana. But the Molagora cost for them, I am literally hampering my account by mulling them up. I'm making it worse. That's not cool. That's the point I was trying to get. And I think Molagoras are too rare right now to justify 4-star units, and some people might have a ton of Molagoras. Keep in mind, I've been playing since day one. I have all of the units except for MLs to play with, and I'm a content creator on top of that, so I mola more units than the average person, I think. I don't really like Molagora reset. I think that's horrible design. I don't like the idea of having to reset a character so you can build another one. That just doesn't make sense. I think if that's the problem, then you just need to give more stuff, because that shouldn't be the answer. To stop using a unit that you had fun with, get rid of them and build somebody else. You know, like that, you shouldn't be always moving your resources to a new unit. I really don't like that. So yes, I would like this. I think it would be cool, but no, I don't think it's the answer. I want to make that clear. That I think there's a problem, but I don't think this is the answer. You think there should be a benefit for reaching Friendship 10 on 3-star units? Yes, I didn't even know there wasn't, so that's kind of cool. I guess with 4-star and 5-star, you get the Molagora, so that makes sense. I think there should be more based stuff on friendship as it is, because I think friendship is a really cool thing, and I like having friendship up, and getting little bonuses for friendship is pretty sick, and it gives you a reason to use 3-star units to boost up their friendship, so that makes sense. Do you think critical imprint chance should be raised? I mean, this is such a based question, right? Like, I'm gonna say yes, and it makes sense because 17 is better than 16.8. But also at the same time, I mean, 0.8 is pretty bad. I don't think you ever want points in this game, just with the way the character sheet is shown. So I'm gonna say indifferent, no answer here. I don't really care. And I imagine the reasoning for points is just to make each imprint better. So what this might come down to, what a question like this might come to is they might make each percent give 3.5% or something, as just to throw in a number out there. And in order to round it up, they'll make the triple S one worth more than the others. So this could end up making triple S super powerful. Just a little mini rant. That doesn't make much sense, but it's just what I'm thinking when I see this question, and when I see 0.8 to 7, like, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna keep indifferent. How do you feel about the function of ER as a stat? So this is very tough. So it's not that building ER is bad. I like building ER, but you need speed, you need defense, you need HP. You need so many stats and so high of those stats to not die. If you make a Soul Weaver or anything with ER, you're automatically just gonna die to a lot of units. Like, you're just gonna die because you don't have the defenses. So that's my problem with ER. I think things do too much damage to really benefit or to really warrant building ER in more than very specific units. So I'm gonna put does not feel good or useful, just because of the repercussions of putting up effect resistance. Like, I like it, but I also hate it because of what it does. So do you feel that ER versus effectiveness relationship needs to be worked? Absolutely yes. So I don't remember what happened with Summoner's War. And again, this game was built on Summoner's War. They copied the systems for the most part. I remember in Summoner's War, the max ER you could get was 100. At least that's what it showed on the character screen. I can't remember if it goes higher than that, but I remember 100 as an ER number. So what I would personally like to see is if you invest in ER, it shouldn't take 250 ER to work. It should take less, basically. So I'm just gonna say yes to that. I don't know how it should be changed, but I believe the relationship needs to change in some way. Yeah, so would you like the ability to assign specific language VAs and backgrounds to individual units? Yeah, of course. The more options are better. How do you feel about the amount of Molagora players are able to earn monthly? This is what I think. I think we get enough of them. I just think it costs too much. I think we definitely need something here to make this better. Do you think Graceful Growth needs to plus 15 a unit? Yes. I think that would be massive. The problem with Graceful Growth right now is it maxes out skill 2 and skill 3. So it is exceptional for people like Destina, maybe? Maybe Destina is a bad answer. It's exceptional for people who don't use skill 1 very much. For example, Benimaru. Benimaru blasts people with skill 2, skill 3. And then skill 1 is just extra damage, right? You don't really need it. So putting Benimaru in the Grace of Growth, which is what I have done, makes him a killing machine without Molagora usage, because skill 2, skill 3 are maxed. But if I put somebody like Landy in it, I would not do damage with my skill 1, right? So that's the big difference. You think Grace of Growth should add additional slots? This is another tough one. I wouldn't mind it. I would always welcome it, but I don't think it's what's needed. I think Grace of Growth should be used to test out units, and that is about it. I think it should be used to see if you want to build a unit legitimately. So I don't think they should add more slots to that. But see, these questions are like traps, right? Like, I don't think they should add more slots, but I don't think they should add more slots because if we go up like this, how do you feel about the Molagora cost of 4-star units? Like, if the things I say get changed, then I absolutely don't think we need more slots. But if they don't do anything, then yeah, I would love more slots. Yes, this is massive. I hate this cooldown. There is nothing worse than trying to swap it and you're just stuck for like 3 days or something. This is ridiculous. I hate this. I understand needing a cooldown so people don't like swap in between Guild War matches, but like if somebody wants to do that, just really let them, you know? Like it's too annoying to the rest of the populace that is using this in the way it's intended to really justify screwing us over, you know? Do you think the innate dual attack chance needs to be adjusted more? So, dual attacks are one of the most contentious pieces of mechanics in this game and the previous game being Summoner's War. I mention this again because they're made from the same game. They don't have dual attack in Summoner's War, but they have similar things that are RNG that super change the flow of battle. So I personally really like dual attack chance. I think it's really fun, but at the same time, I don't think the amount of RNG allows this to be a not threatening thing to the game, if that makes sense. Because I've said that makes sense a lot, because this is all stuff going on in my head that I'm trying to answer and put on paper in front of me, or put on voice in front of me. So I'm sorry if I'm not voicing opinions the right way. Don't get mad at me. Let me know in the comments below what you think too. But my point is, there's too much RNG. Adding this on top of it is brutal. But I think the biggest part of dual attacks being problematic is how much damage skill 1 does. Skill 1 for characters does so much damage, it is redonkulous. It's like 4 times higher than it should be. And on top of that, it's like 4 times higher than it should be, then so many people have skill 1 to skill 2s, which something like Chu, for example. So I would like dual attack to be a bigger part of the game, but I would like skill 1s to be a lesser part of the game. So I think 3% is acceptable. This is also kind of interesting because if anything, I would like higher than 3%, but there is the chance needs to be reduced and the chance needs to be removed. There's 2 things here. So I would personally like it higher if other things were lowered, but the answer I want to answer isn't here. How do you feel about the current rate of release for SC Heroes? I think this is too slow, but I also think the quality of SC Heroes is too low as well. I would rather have them higher quality, but I don't think that has anything to do with how long they're released, right? Like, I don't think it takes a long time to decide if a unit is going to be usable versus the time it takes to do like art and everything, right? So what I mean by this is somebody like Suthan. We'll use Suthan since we built him recently as a 3-star dark mage unit that burns and stuff like that. They could make a spec change for him and make him good, but they're very likely to make a spec change for him and have him not usable. So I would like more, but I want more that makes the characters usable, not more and suck. You know, like we have so many SCs that are just useless. Especially with how many runes it takes them too, right? Like it's a lot of investment to SC change somebody. So, yeah, I think that needs to be revisited. How do you think they should be released? I think it should be monthly until they're all done at the latest. I think we should be doing 1 per day at least. I think they should be 4 stars. If anything, I think they should really, really, really buckle down on this and start taking advantage of the units they have. How much do you enjoy getting a new SC? It's kind of funny. Like, I enjoy getting a new SC more than a 5-star, but less than a 4-star. I need this, but the opposite answer. I love seeing new 4-stars. New 5-stars or whatever, right? We get a ton of those. But getting new SCs and 4-stars? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, we'll just put it that. I do really like SCs. How do you feel about SCs being done in groups, i.e. the rest of the Banshee Sisters, the Dragonite girls? 2 to 3 per batch is cool. I just think they need... There's too many units. How are you taking so long? Just get them done. Okay, so what units do you want to see SC'd the most? Tough question because it depends. Are they going to make the SC usable and good? Or are they going to half-ass it is really what it comes down to, right? Because if they're going to make the unit good and usable, I would love to see people like Ort. I would like to see other 3-stars that I really like but aren't really usable. But more realistically, if I want to see units that are already good and will be used no matter what after the SC unless they completely blast it, I would like to see people like Christy. I love Christy. I would like to see people like Penelope, and I would love to see people like Pylus here. Not Pylus, Hassel. Because these ones are already good, except for maybe Penelope. I forget on her. I just like her boobs. But Christy and Hassel together are both fantastic units as is, and I think with a good SC, they'll be fantastic. So currently, if you receive a unit from a ticket coin shop and then receive that unit again from the ticket, assuming you don't actually pull said unit, you do not receive Covenant or Galaxy coins. Should this be changed? Sure. Indifferent, no, I don't really know. So some of these questions seem forced, right? Like, you do not, should this be changed? Like, obviously more is better, but it doesn't make sense thematically to get coins from a ticket and coin shop. To get coins from somebody you bought from the coin shop, right? So I'm gonna put no, coin should not be given to that one. Do you want to sort units by zodiac sign? No. I want to see zodiac sign removed, if anything. I think it limits the stat ranges on units, and I think they could do a lot more if they went away with that system. Okay, this is a long form. Please rate how much you want the following unreleased heroes to be 1 to 5. Okay, so 5 is how much we want them. 1 is how little. Kitsune. So I'm actually gonna have to Google some of these. So I don't know. So I know Brynus, Kitsune girls, episode 4, epic 7. I'm just Googling these on my side. I mean, the Kitsune girl. Oh, yeah, of course. New RGB4 heroes. Yes. Who is Artena? Epic 7. Is that the... Yeah, that's a blacksmith. I'm not too interested in that, honestly. Adult Penelope. Oh my god, is there adult Penelope Epic 7? Oh god, there's porn, isn't it? Oh, that's adult Penelope? No. No, she's so beautiful. I want that so bad. That is a 19. Mage Luna, Epic 7. Sorry for not having these on screen. You can Google them as we go. I'm not too interested in Mage Luna, honestly. I'm going to put that as 2. Vera, Epic 7. Human form. Yeah, she's a 5. Okay, so that leaves Brynus. I don't really care about Brynus. We've got enough robot girls. And then other, I'm gonna put 5. If a hero you'd like isn't listed, please list below. So I really, really, really like some of the older NPCs. So one I super, super duper like is, I forget the name, Epic 7 NPC characters. Nanora, is that her name? Epic 7. I really like Nanora. No, it's not Nanora. Oh, I forget their names. I forget their names so much. Nanori, Epic 7. No, Nori. Yeah, that's the one, right? Yeah, Nanori. I really like Nanori. No, Nori. Do you think that older heroes need their S3 animations updated? No, I don't think so. I think it's okay to have stuff like that in the game. That said, if you're going to like spec change them, give them a little bit more, you know? How do you feel about the Spirit Bloom update? Indifferent, no answer. I think it's confusing. I still don't really know everything about it, and I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not too keen on it. I think their solution to a lot of their problems is give out 17 different kinds of currency for something and hope it sticks. And I feel like Spirit Blooms having like the 3 different types or whatever and having to craft them in 3 different areas and they all cost extreme amounts and it's all a different amount of stuff. I think it's a failed system. I think it's better, but I don't think it's great. Wait, is it still going? We're at page 3 of 10. My God, we got to speed this up. Do you want gear loadouts? Yes. Either one of those 2 would work. Should the slider be removed from charms, gear dust, and revert to clicking? I don't know what that means. Do you think excess XP when rerolling gear should be converted and stored? Sure, into gear dust. That makes sense, I guess. I don't like the dust system. I feel the system needs additional QOLs. So get rid of all the different types of weapons, armor, charms. We don't need helm, body, chest. What else? Those are the left 3, right? Yeah. We don't need helm, body, and chest charms alongside lesser and greater and epic charms, and you get the picture. Basically, if we just simplified charms in general, we'd clear up a huge portion of convolution. Is that the right name? Convolution. That's not the right word. It wouldn't be as confusing. We'd clear up a huge portion of unnecessary menus and clicks. Hopefully that says it right. But basically, I'm under the impression that it is nonsensical to put like 8 different types of charm or 6 different types of charms in, and then each charm has 3 different variations, and then there's different variations now with dust, and then each menu has to have like 7 different options, and then on top of the 7 different options you also have 7 different boxes. I really think this needs to be just fixed. Indifferent, no answer. I honestly don't know the answer to should auto enhance prioritize gear dust. Should there be an option for auto enhance not to use universal or epic charms? Indifferent, no answer. I don't really know. The thing is, a lot of these things sound good, right? But then you need to consider what it does to the game in terms of the menu, the UI, how many different clicks you have to do things. Like a good example of this is, do you think excess XP when rolling gear should be converted and stored? yes, I would like that. But if they're gonna stop my game for half a second or a second when it's finished, pop me up with a little thing that says this was refunded into 20 dust, that I have to wait and then click on out, and then it pauses a second before I do it again, then I don't like it. Does that make sense? I think there's too much of that in the game. Monthly for the crafting event. Do you think mod gems... If anything, the crafting event should be more frequently than monthly. I think it should be a continuous thing almost, where after you farm a certain amount of hunts, you just craft. You know, you get the points and craft. I think that would be much better. There's too many units now, right? Like, buy like one piece of gear every 2 months. It's ridiculous. Do you think mod gems need quality of life on how they function? No, they're fine on it. They're fine as is, I think. I don't think they need to be better. I think they're good enough as is. How do you feel about acquisition rates? I think it's fine. So I don't really know how to answer this one as well. I think they're fine. How do you feel about the cube cost to create mod gems and the alchemist steeple? Indifferent, no answer. Sorry, a lot of these I don't have an opinion on. How do you feel about the cube costs? Okay, so all I know is if you have to put in, like, thinking about charms in the steeple, if you have to put in like 10 pieces of equipment that all sell for gold and then gold on top of it to get a like charm, that's ridiculous. I hate that. Should stat reroll gems? Sure. Anything to make gear better. How do you feel about stat reroll gems being sold? No. Do you want stat reroll stones to be usable on eye level? Indifferent, no answer. I think 88 gear shouldn't exist, and it should just be upgradable to 90, and then everything is normal on it. Do you think that Unity sets needs to be adjusted again? I'm going to put indifferent... No, I'm going to put Unity set should not be buffed. I think it's in a good spot. I actually really like Unity sets, and I've actually went to build people with Unity sets, but I don't have the sets to put on them, so I end up not using it. I think if more people had better Unity sets, they would use them. Do you think community sets needs a revamp? I mean, this would make it insane, right? I don't know how to answer this because God, this survey's too hard. I feel like I'm in a final exam for like something brutal, you know? If I get it wrong, everybody's gonna yell at me. So I don't know the RTA situation. So I am gonna put indifferent, no answer, because I don't think I have a good enough opinion on this. That said, I know immunity seems like pretty worthless for a lot of units right now, so adding ER would be pretty insane. It would also kind of, in quotes, force the speed openers to have to build some effectiveness unless they have guaranteed, but... EEs currently count towards your gear... Yes. Friggin' hate gear storage limit. Available bottles per rotation. I say we should be able to earn more per month. I don't want to have to buy more. Which of these options regarding limited artifacts should be implemented if any? Increase limit of buyable with powder limited artifacts. Increase limited artifact drop %. I think it should be guaranteed, so I'm gonna put yes. Remove off, yeah. So I'm gonna unselect that. No, I'm not. I think they're so rare and you need 5 of them. It's ridiculous. They're that hard to get. I would include that too. Okay, I'm fine with that. I think limited artifacts are ridiculous. Ooh, okay, do you think normal banners should include an artifact pity? Indifferent, no answer for this. I don't really think it's a problem as it is, especially since you can buy the artifact on a normal banner, but this one is tough, especially being a lifetime player, right? Do you think flat stats need adjustments? I don't know. So flat stats do semi-serve a purpose, right? Like, they're not the greatest, but they do serve a purpose. And there are some units where flat HP, flat attack, flat defense is better than percents. But nobody really wants that, and they're never fun. So I'm going to get rid of it. Flat stat should be removed from main stat on right side, now that I think about it. I don't think they should be buffed, because I think they're fine as is. But I think they should be removed from the main stat on right side, because it's just not fun. There's nothing worse than seeing flat defense, flat attack, or whatever, and having the perfect subs and it just being useless. So similar to heroes giving blooms when fed, limit breaking artifacts with dupes give powder of knowledge? That's insane. I'm going to say no to that. That seems too wild. Everything would just be maxed. How do you feel about the gear score UI added to gear? I don't like the scoring system. I don't like having numbers attached to it. Do you want the gear equipment? No. My God. Do you think RTA needs daily, weekly, season rewards aside from... I think they should have weekly rewards. I don't want to do it every day, but once a week would be acceptable. Do you want an RTA shop? Yes. I think shops make things better. How do you think RTA points should be earned? Set amount per match based on rank. So, if an RTA shop is added, how many points should you be able to acquire? I don't even know how to answer that. We'd have to see, right? To gain conquest, sure. Extra, anything to get people playing RTA more would be better. Yes, I would like to see more than 2 bans. More bans, almost always better, as long as you can... Like, you should be able to select them before you queue in, so it doesn't take an hour. What do you think of the current or additional pre-bans should be implemented rank-wise? I'm going to say indifferent or no master. I think, personally, it should be all of them, but I don't think I have enough information to give that answer and be happy with it. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not confident in my answer, and I don't know enough to give a real answer, so I'd rather do indifferent. When units are displayed in RTA, should you be able to see what artifact they have equipped? This is for your units, sure. Do you think there should be rotating global bans? This is so tough. I would either do one of these 2 weeklies to make it fresh every week, but I'm not sure which one. So I would probably put SG based, because I think that's more fun. I think what they could do is take a handful of the most used or most banned units, whatever have the most impact on the pick and ban phase, and maybe get rid of them for a week, see what happens. Frenchie should be updated more frequently. Indifferent, I don't know enough about RTA. How do you feel about adding separate game modes? Yes, absolutely. Give me better RTA modes, which they are doing, to be fair. Would you like a lobby indicate when RTA rank is going to decay? Pop-up. I don't want a pop-up. I'm just going to say indifferent, no answer. I'm tired of all the pop-ups that flash stuff at you. Would you like staggered banning system for RTA akin to something I'm going to say no. I think that takes too much time. I think for the game itself, it would be better if everybody banned within a reasonable amount of time. Like if you had 10 to 15 seconds to ban somebody, I think that's fine, but not with how long it takes to ban right now. Should Mystic Reset BW Guild Wars seasons be removed? Mystic Reset. I think that's yes. I think what they're saying is when Guild War season resets, your Mystics, your income is just 0, basically. Currently, if a player joins AI late, I'm going to say no. I think they need to get in right away. I don't think there should be guild hopping during this. My bad for posting a guild recruitment video there. Should guild leaders be able to see the weekly completion? Yes. Should guilds wards be revamped? Yes. Oh, this is tough. So I think Guild War, there should be different variations. I think we should have more than 3 per week, and I think it should be a fun thing to do, not like a stressful thing to do. I think there should be like 4-star Guild Wars or like Tower Star Guild Wars or a bunch of different things. So I'm going to say yes. I don't want to get rid of what we have, to be fair, but I do want different versions and updated versions. We haven't really had a meta change that's meaningful in a while, I think. How do you feel about the rewards in regards to Guild War? I would say the rewards need to be improved. Right now, there's no real... Like, yeah, there's Mystics, but in other games, like, for example, I'm going to use Summoner's War again. If you didn't do Guild War, you didn't get, like, Veramos or Theomars or, like, a bunch of the units that were very important. You had to do Guild War. And when you have to do something, people do it instead of just not doing it. So, I would love to see better rewards and a shop system here. I'm going to put 9 for fun. I love Guild War. It's my favorite thing in the game. And I sometimes forget doing it. It makes me really sad. So I'm going to put 9. How do you feel about customization of the guild hall? I want customization in both. I think that would be fun. You think that all guild artifacts should have their limit increased to 2? I want more points. I'm going to put current limit is adequate. How do you feel about the new Guild Shop artifacts being added? Yes, but only if Commander Armband income is increased. I am missing so many of the Guild War artifacts. It's ridiculous. I don't know what I spent my Commander Armband income on, but they're gone, and I need like years worth to catch up. As like a starting player, I can't imagine new players. Commander Armband increase needs to be increased. Absolutely. How do you feel about the difficult? Some people, by the way, have infinity of them and have all the artifacts bought. I don't understand. How do you feel about the difficulty of guild weekly mission progress? I think it's too difficult. Obviously, if everybody participated, we'd have it pretty easily, but to have a few people like not participate for the week and ruin it for the whole guild, I don't think that's an acceptable thing. You want the greater achievement update for guilds to be completed added? I'm not really sure what that is. I'm going to put indifferent. Would there be a rejoined battle in... Yes! For the love of God, add something like this. It's so annoying. Auto battle settings carry over between fights and AI. Would you like each? Different, no answer. Would you like a... Yes! We're only on page 6. You want to teleport? Yes, that would help so many lost people. Wait, no, that's Nightmare Range, not AI. Oh god. Oh god, I hit back. Oh, did it keep my stuff? It kept my stuff. It kept my stuff, I don't know what I hit. But I hit back. One more page, right? Oh. I mean, yes. Seems good. Do you think the mod gem boxes given out in Expedition should be changed from set specific to selectors? So I think I've already talked about this. Anything to do with boxes and chests and different types should be super simplified. So I think if we can make 7 different boxes into one, I think that's the way to do it. How do you feel in regards to normal expedition reward tracks? I'm gonna say they're too little. I think it takes a lot of time to do, and people don't feel forced to do it. So that means the rewards aren't good enough. How do you feel in regards to the Skystone version? I don't think there should be a paid option. Do you think that more items should be added in the Silver Transmit Stone shop? I'm going to put no answer. I think we've got enough to spend on already. But, like, more Mola would be fine, but that's a different question here. Do you think the additional Breath of Orbis should be added in order to be able to... Yes, super annoying not having them all. The pet system needs a complete rework. Complete rework. I'm just going to say that, honestly. How do you feel about the rate of acquiring skin tickets? I actually don't know. I have no idea. Somebody that hasn't got all the skins will need to answer that. How do you feel about implementing a skip ticket system? I'm gonna put no indifferent. This might make people a little bit angry, maybe, but I don't really like. I don't think skip tickets are the solution to the problem. It's the way to do it. How do you feel about unequipped costs? Should be removed entirely. Not only does this remove it entirely, it gets rid of all the events that are annoying that pop up. It also gets rid of all the unequipped scrolls. Just makes things better. Would you like the craft and change buttons on EE? I'm going to say yes to this if I think it's what I think it is, because there's so many times where I mess with EEs and I end up in the wrong screen. So I think that's what they're saying, and I'm going to say yes. Yes, this is a really annoying thing that I've been complaining about to a while. I'm just going to say yes. What quality of life would you like for summoning penguins? Sure, I'll just put 100 plus at a time. Would you like a crescent shape added to... Sure. Any customization is great. Do you think the expedition should be completed using background battle-y? Yes. The way I think expeditions should be, just so we get this out there, is I think expeditions should be solo. I think your amount you get from them should be dependent on how much damage you do / how long you lasted. I think it should be a mix, and I think it should be significant enough reward changes that you are happy making your run 10% faster for more rewards, if that makes sense. Basically, I want to be able to do expeditions and stuff with more than 4 units and try to get as much as possible. Like, for example, have them like those stupid 1, 2, 3 phase bosses with 3 different teams, but don't have stupid requirements, you know? Like, have them the same difficulty they are now, but be allowed to use 3 teams and do it all yourself. I don't know. I think that would make it so much better and fun, because right now expedition is worthless, right? Nobody tries to do damage. There's no need to. You hit attack and the boss is dead, and like before you're at 100k damage, right? Something needs to change for these, and it's so annoying to like click. Oh, it finished. Click rewards. Click again. Oh my god. So, do you currently read? No, I don't read the story. Would you be? Yes. I would listen and watch. I would start from the beginning and play the game again if there was voices. How do you feel about the number of animated cutscenes? Indifferent. I don't see them. I usually skip them, honestly. How do you feel about adding a dorm? I mean, I skip the story and I think it automatically skips the cutscenes, is what I'm saying. Maybe I'm wrong there. How would you feel about adding, I want this feature. I would love dormant housing systems. I want to see my characters more. Do you want the ability to downgrade higher quality runes to lower quality? Sure. Would you like to reroll device option added to automaton tower? Reroll device. I'm going to put indifferent. I don't fully understand that. Would you like energy in your mailbox to be able to be used while auto battling? Yes. Yes. Yes, more friends is always good. Artifact storage slots, yes. Always need more storage. Leech and do 0 damage. Yes, I'm gonna say yes here, but it needs to be answered in like reworks, not other ways. Because I've done this before. I've attacked and did no damage and left because I know it's going to die before 8 people get in, right? Like I do this a lot. So I'm not sure what to say. Would you like more team slots? I'm gonna say no. I think the amount of teams are fine. How do you feel about the lobby background update? Yes. I do like it, but I think it could have been much more. How do you feel about the release rate of limited banners this year? I don't remember. But I wasn't overwhelmed. It wasn't too fast. So if anything, it was spaced well or too slow. So I'm going to put spaced well because I don't necessarily like limited unit. Enter your thoughts about the rate of limited banner releases. I'm not going to answer that. How do you feel about the release of Moonlight Blessings? Fallen Lands. I like it. How do you feel about the newly released hero Veronica? I love this hero. How do you feel about the recently released... I haven't tried it, honestly. Would you prefer if the gear and side stories was level 88? Yes? These questions are getting easier, at least. What are your thoughts on episode 5? Indifferent. I haven't really watched it. You're on episode 5. How do you feel about the Tree of Life mechanic compared to the other unique mechanics? I liked the Tree of Life. I had fun, I think. How do you feel about the summer event imprint mechanic? Oh, I didn't like that at all. How do you feel about the double battle speed update? I don't like it, but I know you'll get mad at me, guys. I just don't like it. I think it looks bad. I'm gonna hit that. How do you feel about the UH revamp? Wow. I cannot think about what UH... Oh, unrecorded history. I like it. How do you feel about the Google Play PC? I like other emulators over Google Play, like, for example, BlueStacks, which you can download in the link description below. But I also want an Epic standalone client. What answer best fits your feeling about the most recent balance packs? The buffs weren't enough. End this, so 1 and 3. How do you feel about the rate at which balance adjusts? Way too slow. How do you feel about the balance adjustment patches should be conducted? I think they should be bi-weekly or monthly. One of these two. I actually don't even know what it is now because it completely depends on what they do. If they do the changes they've been doing lately, they can do it every 3 days. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. But if they actually do like a decent balance patch, I would say bi-weekly or monthly would be fine. Monthly is probably better. I'm going to leave it at that. How do you feel about the number of heroes? The thing is it even better? It depends on how they do it because they could fill up, like if they keep doing balance patches like they do now, they could fill up 100, 200 balance patches and still not do much, if that makes sense. So it depends on how they go about it. Should be increased significantly. See, these are tough. I don't think they should be increased significantly. I think they should be better changes. How do you feel about the quality? Rarely choose and buff heroes there. What are your specific thoughts on how balance packages are conducted in the heroes? I think the balance patches are not good. They choose unlikely candidates and also do buffs that are clearly worse or not. What heroes do you think need buffs the most? Please list only hero. God, I don't even know how to answer this one. Who do I think needs buffs the most? I am going to say I don't even know who I'm gonna say. There's so many units that need buffs. My head hurts, guys. This is a long. We're at 8 out of 10. I am going to say, trying to think of one that I really would like to see buffed. And I think I'm gonna put this one in here because of the last couple questions about how things have not been buffed right. I'm gonna put Miui. She's already got 2 or 3 buffs, but she's still not very good. After the Huayang nerf, how do you feel about nerfs? Feel that I still want nerfs. How much do you want an Epic 7 anime? 10? Would you buy the art book if it was released in other regions beside Korea? Depends on if you charge me $75 shipping. If you could choose Persona 5 or just Persona in general, would you buy Merchant? Yes, I would. Oh, we're on the last page. What are your final thoughts you would like to relay? Oh. I think they need to go through a simplification overhaul, not to make the game easier, but to make it less cluttered. Specifically, menus, mechanics, items, etc. I'm just gonna do that. That's enough. Dear Lord, that took 52 minutes. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And what do you disagree the most with what I said? Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.